Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibbitz. It's Mary, and I am here with this week's edition of 90 Days and 900 Seconds, Season 10, Episode 2. We are gathered here today, and I have a feeling, guys, that by the end of the season, I will be the only one gathered in front of my TV watching this season of 90 Day, taking one for the team for you guys and bringing the recap because this season sucks. If I was going to give this episode a grade, I would give it a solid D minus. Okay. As a long-time 90-day watcher, this season fucking sucks. But I will be here all season long as a team player, taking one for the team, and I will torture myself and watch every episode, try to stay awake, scream and yell because they are annoying AF. Let's set 900 seconds on the timer and let's get into it, guys. Let's get into this crap and what crap it is. Okay, first we have Ashley and Manuel. Ashley, I have a hypothetical question for you. You're in the car, you're on FaceTime with your sister, you're driving, you're having an anxiety attack, you're ugly crying, your words, not mine, and your main concern is your makeup. Just asking for a friend because my main concern would be getting into a fucking accident. Okay? Just saying. But no, she's concerned about her makeup. She is sobbing like a baby. Okay? Driving to the airport. She has no idea whether Manuel has made it to customs. He has left her messages unread, which I guess is better than leaving her messages unread. Okay? And she is sobbing hysterically like the water works. She thought Jasmine was bad. No, this one is 100 times worse. Okay. So we have Ashley, the self-proclaimed Black Witch, sobbing hysterically in the airport. And she sees her man and she's like, Benvenidos, Manuel, welcome to America. And she's crying hysterically. Her sister is crying. Her sister's holding a sign. Everybody's crying but Manuel. Okay. Manuel, in his little confessional thing, said that when he made it to customs and they said, okay, you have 90 days to get married. He said, can we make it 120? Yeah. Okay. So they're in the car. And even though he's telling her that Rochester, New York is beautiful, I could tell that he's not that impressed. So they arrive at the house and he meets Rico Suave, the doggy, and Lyrica, the cat. Now, this is where Manuel turned me off. I'm sorry, dude. I don't like you. Manuel doesn't like cats. He sees no use for them unless they're there to catch mice. Manuel. That's it. The minute those words came out of his mouth, I said, dude, I don't like you. I don't trust you. Anyone that doesn't like cats, I don't trust them. I'm sorry. That's just me. So anyway, okay, she's going to introduce Manuel to her witchy practice in baby steps. Good luck with that, Ashley. Okay, you have a devout Hispanic Catholic as your fiance, and you bring him into your house with all of this witchy stuff. Your words, not mine, girl. And you are going to introduce him to all of this witchy stuff in baby steps. Mm-hmm. Okay. They have their first fight. Okay. He's there for a couple of hours. He didn't shower. This seems to be a trend with these people. Okay. Because I didn't, I don't think he showered. Okay. He is not having it that there is no door to Ashley's bedroom and the pets could come in and out and sleep on the bed and they have a run of the place. No. This is not acceptable to Manuel. The dog is not sleeping in the bed. The cat is not sleeping in the bed. The bed is for humans only. Okay. Now, I really don't know if I like Manuel. Okay. But Ashley's reaction to this was over dramatic. Okay. Ashley sat there and cried like a baby. You don't want Rico Suave sleeping in the bed with us? How am I going to tell Rico Suave? Rico Suave has been with me for 10 years. How am I going to tell Rico Suave that he can't sleep in the bed with me? Ashley, honey, trust me, I'm a huge pet person as the next one, but I don't tell my husband. What am I going to tell Tiger? Tiger's never going to forgive me. Tiger, my cat, half the time looks at me when I do talk to her like, what the hell are you saying, bitch? Meows and walks away from me. Okay, so I'm sure if Ashley was to look at Rico Suave and say, listen, Rico Suave, Rico motherfucking Suave, her words, not mine. Okay. Manuel is going to put a door on the bedroom and you cannot sleep in the bed. Rico Suave will look at her and go, and probably lick her face and keep it moving. Okay. He's going to whine at the door. He's going to scratch at the door, but you train your animals. Okay, Ashley? You don't have a major breakdown the first night you bring your man over. And then you go outside and, which I'm going to do this because just talking about this makes me want one. I light up a cigarette. So she sits out there and the witch is so stressed out that she needs to smoke. She stresses me out that I need to smoke. But you guys know I smoke all the time. So now Manuel is trying to convince her that there's no such thing as a witch. Like, no, wait, excuse me. I misspoke. Ashley is not a witch, okay? Because there are witches, but witches are Satan worshipers who do evil things. And his fiance is not a Satan worshiper who does evil things, okay? So she's not a witch. And he even Googled it, okay? He whipped out Google and Googled the definition of witch, okay? To tell her that she's not a witch. This shit stressed her out so much, he had to go outside for a cigarette. This is his first night there. Episode 2, okay? Now, moving on to another couple that is stressing me out for a whole different reason, okay? Because I actually like Sophie. I know people are making fun of her because of her bad wig. Bad wig aside, I like Sophie. I think she's adorable. I think Rob is a fucking gaslighting idiot and he's obnoxious. So, Rob is going to the airport to pick up Sophie and he, has this whole Disney princess proposal in mind. Okay, so Sophie has been through hell for her flights. She had basically 10 minutes to catch her flight, her layover flight in New York to LA. Okay, so she's been in the same outfit for 25 hours. She is sweaty, she is stinky, she is cranky, and it is technically 4 a.m. for her. Okay, because in England it's 4 a.m. So it's technically 4 a.m. for her. She is cranky, stinky. She just wants to go home. She's, looking for Rob in the airport. And Rob, when they see each other, Rob goes, stop. And she's like, what do you mean, stop? Collaborate and listen? Like, what the fuck is going on here? And he does, and I'm not even going to attempt to do all the steps, but he does this weird dance that's like, stop. I don't even know what the hell he was doing, okay? But he does this dance, and Sophie is just like, he is so cringe, but he's so cute. I just have to love him. So they kiss and whatever, and they're walking, and then suddenly he stops, and he's like, here, take the back cart for a minute. And she's like, what's going on? Now, girl, I feel her. I feel her. She has been 26 hours. She just wants to go home. She just wants to take off her clothes, hopefully take a shower, get in bed, and just, start over the next day. Rob stops right next to the baggage carousel, gets down on one knee, and says, "Hey, do you want to marry me?" A really romantic place, Rob. That is where every Disney princess gets their proposal, in LAX. Okay. So Sophie is like, oh my goodness. She is shocked, jet lagged, tired, not expecting a proposal next to the baggage carousel in the airport, but she says yes. Now, welcome to LAX, Sophie. You get stuck in the elevator. And I agree with you. Rob probably did break the elevator by pressing the button 100 times. Okay. So they're stuck in the elevator because Rob was, pressing every button. The doors wouldn't open. They finally got the doors open and they're arguing even before they leave the parking lot of the hotel, of the airport. Okay, guys. I just want to reach through the TV and smack the shit out of Rob sometimes. Most of the time. This is only episode 2. Okay. Most of the time. I want to slap the shit out of him. So anyway, they're driving to his house. And Sophie says, "Am I gonna get shot? Is it too late to be driving home?" Like, Sophie has this impression of his neighborhood as being really, really unsafe. Okay. Part of her impression is from the movies, but part of her impression is, probably from news and shit that she's heard from Rob, right? Rob is like, listen, this is not that bad. This part of the ghetto is not that ghetto. I've lived in worse ghettos before, and I feel him. I felt him. That was the only part that I really felt him. I'm like, yeah, Rob, I feel you, okay? Like, where I live right now is not bad compared to other places that I lived in. It's not that ghetto. Trust me. But Rob, I don't have a bullet hole in my window and I have an indoor bathroom. Okay. Just saying. I don't hear gunshots every night. New York is high crime, certain neighborhoods are high crime, but I don't have a bullet hole in my window. There aren't gunshots every night. And yeah, I mean, Sophie, I think Sophie might have a little cause for concern, but just saying. She gets to the house and he's like, "Look what I did for you. I put a dresser in the corner and a desk for you." And Sophie's like, "Wow, thanks." She really hopes that, he gets his act together and they could move and get a bigger apartment because this doesn't feel like home to her. And I don't blame her. The place is not big enough for a sofa or a kitchen table. He had a romantic Mexican dinner for her to celebrate him proposing outside. Okay. And she's like, "Wow, this is really nice." But I bet you she was thinking, "I would rather eat indoors." Okay. Just saying. So, Rob and Sophie, I'm hoping that he does right by her because she is adorable. Even though she's wearing a bad wig, she's really young. And yeah. So now, Gino and Jasmine. Gino and Jasmine. I just have to sigh. Okay, first of all, they got into a big fight the night before she's supposed to get on her flight. So, of course, she blocked him. Yeah, that's a natural thing you do to your fiance the night before you're about to fly to the United States on a K-1 visa to marry him. You block him. Yeah, you block him. Of course, that's the logical thing to do. Totally logical. Okay, so Jasmine is saying goodbye to everybody. And I'm going to say for the record, I think her sister Liz was more upset about CoCo leaving than Jasmine. Okay. So Jasmine and CoCo leave. CoCo is in her, fancy stroller. I mean, CoCo travels better than most babies do. And Jasmine sat on the plane and thought about her relationship with Gino. And she decided, she really loves him and she's going to make this work. You know something, Jasmine? You were already on the fucking plane. What were you going to do? Tell the pilot to make a U-turn? I mean, seriously. Okay. So she gets to Michigan. Her and Gino reunite in the airport. Baby. She runs to him. She lets go of the doggy stroller. CoCo goes flying halfway across the airport. CoCo's like, hey, what about me? And Jasmine cut off all her hair, by the way, because Gino, who was paying for all of her expenses in Panama, including that fancy $3,000 apartment, is super cheap, and he won't pay for her fancy hair extensions and fancy wigs in the United States that will cost so much more money than it'll cost in Panama. And he is super cheap, guys. Did you know Gino's super cheap? So she cut off all her hair, and she's embracing her natural look. Gino loves it. They get in the car, and no, even before they get in the car, she's complaining how cold it is. Welcome to winter. Hello. You know how they're always saying that the Americans should do their research when they're dating a foreigner? How about the foreigners doing their research when they come over to America? Oh my goodness, it's so cold here. Oh my goodness, there's no nature. Oh my goodness, it's all buildings. Oh my goodness. Hello, couldn't you have Googled Michigan before you came over here? Google some images of Michigan so you wouldn't be surprised on how gray and gloomy and etc. etc. Do your research. Just saying, it goes both ways. It's a two-way street. Anyway, she gets to Gino's house. Remember how Gino had those Panamanian decorations up for her interview? Well, the flag was upside down this whole time. The flag was on the sofa upside down. So they had to fix the flag. The house has kind of a weird smell. Okay. Jasmine wasn't having, high expectations for this house, but it smells weird. The walls are painted an ugly color. He has nothing but cans of chicken noodle soup, frozen dinners in his freezer, and chocolate milk. Okay, which Jasmine says is part of his farting problem. Now, speaking of farts, they go upstairs after CoCo peed on the rug to check out the bathroom and the bedroom. Okay, now the bathroom, Jasmine is, impressed with the bathroom. Then she looks in the toilet, and yeah, Gino forgot to flush the toilet before he left. And you can imagine what was in the toilet. And in case you don't imagine what was in the toilet, Jasmine described it for us. Yeah, I'm not going to for you guys, but Jasmine described in extreme, intricate detail what the hell was in the toilet. And guys, I happen to be eating at that very moment. Yeah, I'm really taking one for the team. So anyway, she's not happy with the bathroom fixtures. Everything in the bathroom is old. She wants to, do everything over. Gino's like, remember the budget? She's like, yeah, the budget. Then the bed. Now, this sounds like a recurring theme. Shekinah, anyone? She wants Gino to replace his bed. Okay? First of all, the sheets are so nasty that she could probably get pregnant just sitting on the bed. Secondly, the bed is so old, okay? She wants him to replace everything. The bed, the mattress, the bed frame, the headboard, the box spring, the sheets, the pillow, the blankets, everything. Start over fresh. Problem? Gino hasn't told Jasmine yet that he quit his job to spend every waking moment with her so she feels comfortable in the United States. So he doesn't have all this expendable income anymore to get a brand new bed with sheets and pillows and a blanket and a new headboard and a new box spring and a new a bed bug cover and a new mattress cover and everything else. Like, Gino doesn't have expendable income anymore. Jasmine doesn't know this. We shall see how the rest of the season will turn out. So that was episode 2, guys. I am definitely taking one for the team this season. I thought Happily Ever After, the season of Happily Ever After with Angela and Andre and all those people was horrible. No. At least with Angela and those characters, we know what we're going to get with them, so we could kind of prepare ourselves. This is a whole new season with all new couples except for Gino and Jasmine. And unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a big ball of crap. But I'll be here to cover it all for you guys. So thank you so much for watching me. I just wanted to bring to your attention something new that is happening on Kiki and Kibitz. I have recently launched memberships. Now, you guys know that I know that you know I have a lot of content. I will be releasing some of that the juiciest content that I have early and exclusively to my members. And I think my membership's kind of cheap. It's only $5.99 a month. So there should be a join button down here somewhere. If you guys would consider joining my membership and supporting your favorite YouTube channel, you will get the exclusive hot tea before anybody else. So please consider it. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for all your support. I see all your comments, and I will see you next week. Bye.